What do you think about President Trump and what he's doing for this nation? I feel like he's already done more in 4 or 5 days than Joe Biden did his entire term, maybe his entire, 50 years in public office. What do you think?
Well,
I mean, just yesterday alone, he was in North Carolina, then he goes to California, and he doesn't care. He'll say right to somebody's face, like the mayor of Los Angeles, he'll take her to task.
I saw that. I watched him put down the Congressman Brad something or other. I mean, the guy was an idiot. Here is Trump coming there offering billions of dollars to rebuild L.A., and here you have this moronic left-wing Democrat governor, Congressman Brad. I don't remember his name, Sherman. I don't know who he is. And he starts to talk to Trump about abortion while everyone's sitting there wondering about federal funds to rebuild their houses. It just shows you how warped the left really is. They're locked into their doxies, whether it be abortion or climate change or transgender rights, you name it. They can't think outside of their little myopic viewpoints. And that's why the guy looked like what he was, a complete and total moron. Trump put him in his place. Karen Bass, the mayor, tried to play ball with Trump a little bit. I thought, she has a fixed smile. But I'm watching Trump, and he's hitting them so hard with one thing after the other. I'm calling it a lightning war. He's keeping them off balance by not giving them a chance to react to the last blow. So it's one nomination after another, right? One cabinet appointment after another, one policy position after another. All those executive orders, they don't know how to recover from it because they can't even get their talking points in order. He's practicing a classic art of a really great fighter, which is come out of the box and slug the other guy as hard as you can over and over again until they're knocked out. I don't think they know what to do to recover from him. Truthfully, Lydia.
I was just talking to my producers while Trump was speaking. We're watching him speak, and I'm putting together my show for tomorrow, Sunday Agenda at noon. It's a 2-hour show. And we're like, oh, should we put this? There's so much to put in because President Trump, there's so much, and every day there's something new. There's a new Truth Social. There's something because he is just so busy, and you can really see that what President Trump is doing is because he loves this country. He wants to right the course of this ship. I keep saying that because I feel if Kamala Harris, you know Kamala Harris very well, if Kamala Harris had won the election, I don't think the America we knew and loved would have existed anymore.
No, and to me, when I saw that Kristi Noem was put in charge of DHS and we've got rid of the most horrendous guy in the history of the DHS, this Mayorkas, who, by the way, has done more damage to this country than Biden did. I mean, it was Mayorkas who opened up the floodgates to 20 million illegal aliens and said, oh, what did I do? I didn't do anything wrong. This guy is where they have to conduct an investigation. But Kristi Noem is going to be in charge of DHS. We could all sleep better at night, can't we? Hegeseth, okay, tie-breaking vote, great. He's going to be a great Secretary of Defense precisely because he doesn't have the management experience. This is what I would have said. No, I don't have the management experience because I'm an outsider, I'm an independent, and I'm going to clean things up. He should have made it into a strength rather than a weakness. They kept hammering him. How big was your budget? How many people did you ever have? Have you ever done an audit? Well, no, not really. That's why I'm good for the job, because I'm going to get to the bottom of the problems. I'm going to get rid of the dead wood, fire the fake generals, and I'm going to straighten up the Defense Department so it's built for one thing only, which is to kill the enemy and defend the American people. End of story. He's a warrior. That's what we need in the Defense Department, right?
That's what we need. What do you think about Mexico not wanting to take back their own people, right? They're refusing the deportation flights. What do you think about that?
Would you blame them? They got rid of them in the first.
It says a lot.
I've called the illegal aliens for many years extras on life's stage. They may be poor and unfortunate, but their own countries don't want them because they don't have any skills that their own countries require. They're a net burden on their nation, so they threw them over the border to us because of the stupidity of the left, and it wasn't done because they were so compassionate. There's billions of dollars being made on the illegal alien problem, the housing, the food, the transportation, the clothing, you name it. Catholic charities. I can name all of the fake religious front groups that use a religion in front of it. They've been cashing in on the federal budget to run these shams on the people. But Mexico itself, of course, doesn't want them. What are they going to do with them? They don't have a welfare system the way we do. So they figure if we're stupid enough to take them, let them stay there. I don't know what we're going to do with them now. Where are they going to go?
Dr. Savage, by the way, if you're just looking at your screen right now, that's President Trump right there at a craps table. I'm not too familiar with gambling. I think I know a little bit about blackjack. There he is, President Trump with the people, gambling. I wish we had some audio.
He is amazing, isn't he?
He's just a regular guy. I've only had the pleasure, you know him obviously much better than I do. I've only had the pleasure of interviewing him once when I was a reporter at Fox 5 here in New York City. He is so charismatic, magnanimous. He's a really just kind of down-to-earth, good guy. When you talk to him, What do you think about him being there at the craps table right now?
That's him. That's him. He goes to Las Vegas. He figures, let's go to the craps table and hang out with real people. I've had dinner with him. I have to boast again. I know I shouldn't. I've flown on Air Force One with him and didn't share. He gave me one of his 2 hot dogs in the flying Oval Office. I hope he just won. Maybe the luck of the Irish is with him, even though he's not Irish. It's great.
You know, the fact that he has all of this energy, right? And he went from North Carolina to California. Now he's in Las Vegas. You saw the radical left. They tried to paint him as, oh, he's too old. He's going to be on a revenge tour. He's not going to fulfill all the promises made. Promises made, promises kept. We're seeing that time and time again with President Trump already.
Well, when he was at that firehouse in Los Angeles yesterday, I couldn't help but noticing the great First Lady, Melania, sitting next to him. I didn't recognize her at first in the hat and the jacket. But this woman is so elegant. Her inner beauty is so strong that it shines out even when she's wearing regular clothing. And I think she's a good reason he's able to do all of this, to be honest with you. I don't think he would be able to do this if he didn't have a wife like her. I mean, I hate to sound like that, but that's true. This man is supported by her every step of the way, and her quiet strength shines through. Don't you think, Lydia?
I totally agree. And I think his children, too, are his strength, and they are incredible kids, every single one of them. What CNN just came out, they did a report, and they said that Trump's approval ratings are skyrocketing. That they're better, this just him coming into office than they ever were during his first term. He doesn't get tired of winning. Do you anticipate it going even higher? I think a lot of people are sitting back, having a sigh of relief and saying, you know what, it seems like things are getting back to normal, because that's what's happening, I feel like.
I agree with you. I call it an American Renaissance right after the inauguration. It's a renaissance of America. We can all feel like, I feel like I just came from Cuba on a raft and escaped an authoritarian nation under that faker, Mr. Biden. I have so many things I want to say that I won't say. We all know that man and who he is and what he did to this country. But there's so much that remains to be done that it's going to take a Herculean effort on the part of Trump to get much of this done. As you said at the beginning, Mexico won't even take back those who came through their country, even their own citizens. They don't want them. What are we going to do with them? I don't know what we're going to do with them. We can't put them in our jails at $60,000 a year. We just can't afford it. Yeah. The fire in L.A. is going to cost $300 billion or more. Where's that money going to come from? You know, you look at it from a point of view of budget. This is pretty daunting. So Trump keeps plowing ahead, throwing the opposition off base, hitting them with one blow after another. They can't even recover from the first blow, let alone the 10th blow, and they don't know which way to turn. So, yeah, he's great. He's got unlimited energy. I call him, it's not a Superman. I call him a nutritional rogue. Okay. I could never eat the hamburgers and cheeseburgers and drink Diet Coke the way he does and still be alive. Yeah. He can, though. He can. It's not a model for everyone. It's a model for nutritional rogues like him. But the energy is awesome, and it's infectious, Lydia, isn't it? It makes really us all want to work harder.
It really is. All right, Dr. Savage, thank you so much for joining us. And don't forget to check out the debut of Savage Nation. Michael Savage's Savage Nation, Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on Newsmax. You don't want to miss it.